Literally, we're just about to start.
Oh my god, okay.
No, what's up?
Very good.
You didn't record me saying to put your wieners away, did you?
It totally did. It's getting included.
Ow!
Oh my god! Oh my god! This is my blanket fort. It's for me and my friends only. It's my blankie fort.
I can't find the notebook! Just because you're yelling at me, I'm panicking. I can't
There's
find
one in the bag. It's in the bag. It's in the bag.
What's in the bag?
Where's my bag?
That's
No,
a
no, I didn't draw any wieners in it. I don't think.
Alright, just make it.
That's the other folder.
Welcome back to the Level 7 broadcast where we, Jon,
Hide! Water will kill you! You'll die!
and Other Jon
Boy, shoot the tree! That was pretty good.
talk about video games,
It's really all Zelda was just a cheap ripoff of Xena.
movies,
I think just like gruesome fun. It was more filmed like a Robert Rodriguez movie.
ridiculously deep topics randomly, and wherever the conversation takes us.
What brings you in? I'm a coasterman. They're like, oh, the coasterman's here.
From card openings,
What the
quick reviews, and guests.
17 pages in, and I was like, that thing is too heavy.
This is your Level 7 broadcast.
Well, hello, welcome back to Level 7 Broadcast, where this week we're going to be talking about music in the form of albums and, you know.
We talk about music?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about music, forms of music production.
Yep.
Yep.
Deep dive.
Yeah. Here we go. All right, and?
Some.
Yes. What?
Sorry.
I can't read it from here because you use a freaking orange pen like a psychopath.
Let's see. So then there's also going to be some new Evercade carts.
Yeah. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's people who have an Evercade. It's you.
It's
but-
me.
No, there's another person. I've met them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Sweet. We're going to talk about Mighty Doom.
Mighty Doom.
We're going to talk about, or we're actually going to watch some trailers because both of these movies look fucking hilarious,
Yes.
and I am excited.
Yes. So we're gonna review, watch, react to some trailers.
Yeah.
We're reacting. Whoa! As I hit myself, I said, "What if I like threaten to accident myself?
You threatened to do it?
I will accident right now." Say one more thing. That's what I thought. See, it's like we call it an accident, but what if it's not on accident? Is it a purpose? Like if a kid pisses his pants on purpose, he's
Not
just like,
only on purpose, but it also comes with malice.
wait, it's the purpose.
Exactly. Maliciously.
But it says the word piss in it.
Yeah. Malicious pissing. That's a thing. That's got to be a law. That's got to be like one of those random ones from like 1902 or something, and there's some...
I feel like that's like defilement or something, or like some form of, I don't know.
public urination.
It's got to be. I mean, call R. Kelly.
It's just such a normal name for it, but okay. Then we're also going to have some PlayStation Showcase predictions, because by the time we're recording it now, Showcase is tomorrow. This will hopefully be out tomorrow, as long as my computer doesn't crap itself.
Yes, today is tomorrow, but
Yes!
tomorrow is the present day when it becomes today.
We're going to see which one is just right immediately. So there you go.
Hey, you'll know. You might know before you even watch this, and you watch this and be those fucking idiots. Shouldn't be cussing so much.
Yeah. God. We're trying. And then we're going to talk about some Magic the Gathering stuff. We're going to talk about Elden Ring milestone that's happened recently.
Yep.
Microsoft is just getting into business with Nintendo.
Yeah, we're getting into bed together, those two.
Leaving on the business socks.
Sony's just like, all right, you mother...
He's the weird one in
Dang
the
it.
corner.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I don't need you guys. I don't even want to hang out with you guys. I got my own exclusives. We're exclusive over here. exclusive. You guys share. Okay.
We're going to talk about Namco and Sega.
Oh, the
Followed by-
battle of the bands.
Yes. Followed closely by Metroid Prime shipping problems.
Well, more like Nintendo problems.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. Stay tuned for that.
Here we go.
And
Here
more.
we go. It's the beginning of our first topic. But
And before that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. That actually helps us out quite a bit.
it does help us
Yeah.
quite a bit, like he said. That's what I was gonna say quite a bit.
Oh, yeah?
But then you said quite a bit.
Oh, well, yeah.
Quite a bit then, love.
It's true.
A little bit enough. How many bits does it take to have enough then?
A bundle.
Bundle. Okay.
A bundle of bits.
A bundle of bits gets you the tits. All right.
But while we're singing, albums.
Yes. Okay, so, no, you have to rephrase your question the way you phrased it to me earlier before I refused to answer it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Albums make music better? Question mark.
Yes. So I think the question, the way that I would like phrase it, just to be clear, just so I understand so what you're saying is like, instead of consuming music in the form of just singles, you prefer more of an album, like a concept produced album, like a more of an experience across many songs, rather than a short little, like a ride. You want to go to the theme park. You're not trying to just get on one ride.
Yeah, exactly. It's the word. I think the word experience is that's like the perfect explanation for it.
Right.
Because I gotta go, I tried to bring my kids fishing the other day, and the water was frozen. I should have thought of that beforehand, but whatever. And on our way, we just listened to Smashing Pumpkins' Melancholy and Infinite Sadness.
Quiet. Sorry.
It's really good. But like I just hadn't listened to an album in a really long time.
Yeah.
Just like let it play through it.
Yep.
And it was just really cool to get like being led into each like next song a little bit, kind of, I felt like they did it in a manner that made it so you were meant to feel a certain way at a certain time while going through the entire experience of it.
I agree. I think that is 100% the intention. What?
I just feel like I'm saying it so ridiculously, but...
No, it makes sense. Hold on, I'm trying to find the name of something real quick.
Oh, okay. But yeah. So I was just thinking about that, and really my question is, which one do you prefer? Like, are you, like... And how long has it been since you've just listened to an album that was made... Not like saying new albums don't do that anymore, but, there's you probably have to go back a little bit or just find something awesome.
Honestly, I don't think so. So I consume music in a lot of different ways. So I find that like it really depends. Like I'll find that if I'm listening to a rock band, I prefer an album environment.
Yeah.
Like I like to see what a band is capable across a spectrum of time and across a spectrum of songs. Because it's like, do they have a singular tone? Is it kind of samey? Can they make that work? Like, I think Deftones is one of like a classic example of a band that has like a very samey tone, but they can definitely like kick in like poppy melodies and stuff where the catchy parts distinguish them from each other. But so, and then I love concept albums. Not all concept albums are good, right? But it's like what I just looked up. There's a band. This album was actually 4 years ago. It doesn't feel like that long, but it's called Ghost City by Delta Sleep, and they are coming to Denver in April. Me and Leisha already got our tickets to go see them.
Hell yeah.
But that Ghost City is actually a concept album.
Ooh.
I don't want to give away the what the story is, but essentially, a dude wakes up in a dead city and, is exploring, and things happen from there. Is he dead? Is it a dream? It's kind of up for interpretation. So there's definitely some good songs on there. And I think the album as a whole really kind of like
it has an arc. It has a nice feeling to it. Each song is kind of its own piece of the story, and kind of stands on its own as well.
Yeah.
And then like probably I think the most, in my opinion, the most classic example of like a rock concept album is 2112 by Rush.
Oh, okay.
Which is just the entire A side of that LP. So I'm gonna go into it a little bit, I guess. All right. It's like, so if you don't know, there's traditionally, like, so back in the day, right? So we say back in the day when music first started getting recorded, which was like, I'm not an expert historian or anything, but I think I know enough to kind of like give an arc on this. It was mostly singles, right? Because they could just think like
They could record them onto the
Oh Brother Where Art Thou?
yeah, the
right.
LPs.
Exactly. They could record a single, they could get it out, boom, 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 boom. And then they started doing what was called an EP, which is an extended play, which was bigger vinyls that fit slightly more songs, or they were able to like slow the turntable down to fit more information on there. So an EP would have 2 to 4 songs or whatever. And then you got into the bigger albums, which are kind of traditionally the ones that we have now, which are LPs, or a long play album. So that's why you hear, an EP, an LP, and then a single are kind of like the 3, I think, main ways of releasing music. Yeah. So like a full album would be an LP. So this is a double. That was a double LP. That is an amazing.
So good.
So good. Super good. Yeah, I mean, I love Billy Corgan. Just not him as a person, because he's just kind of like, he's eccentric, which is cool, but it's not like I'm like, oh man, I love him because he's eccentric.
Oh,
I just really like his music. So
there, yeah.
I'm sure his eccentricity would be fun to be around as well.
That's good use of the word.
Thank you. It's hard to say.
Good job.
I had to really think about that one on the way out.
But yeah, this was actually the first CD I ever bought.
Really? The first CD I ever bought was Californication by the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, hell yeah. Damn. That's a good one, too.
Yeah, it was a banger.
And I remember it specifically was $24, and my dad was like, you really want to spend all this? And I was like, yeah.
You're like, quiet!
I feel it. I'd only heard like 3 songs. The rest of them were like brand new to me.
Tonight. Yeah. It's like,
but yeah, good stuff.
No, it is good. I like unique voices, but yeah, I mean, what other concept albums? Sorry, we kind of went into EPs and LPs and all this other stuff. But yeah, I mean, was there anything else? Like, what I was gonna say is, like, I think like rap and hip hop, I tend to listen to more singles.
Yeah.
For some reason, I think there's just some that are like, speak to me more or whatever.
Right.
But there are like solid albums within there as well. But I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to have the time to sit down and take in a whole album.
I think that is probably why it's the lesser of, or less popular version of music now. There you go.
Because I think an album, like, because what, on a record you can fit, like, I think it's 24 minutes on a side, so it's somewhere around like 48 minutes you can fit on a record.
Nice. Before it's
Too much.
Man, that's crazy. Never even thought about the space on a record.
Yeah, it's just a CD.
It's freaking nuts.
It's just a big fucking CD.
Yeah. With grooves you can see and get all those glorious...
Those great little grimy sounds.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No, it's good stuff. I love my record player. I haven't been using it as much lately because I got some stuff on top of it. I put some Switch games. There's some Switch games up there next to Buddha. And I got these little toys that my mom got me. And so those are in the way. So, there's a lot going on. There's a lot preventing me from getting to my record collection lately.
Yeah. That will happen. Like, all my Xbox games are underneath another box right now. Because I'm trying to get, in the ever struggle that it is to own a home and be like, where the hell can I put in the best way?
Like, how am I accumulating so much?
So, yeah, like, I just can't play a bunch of stuff now. It's just like, wow,
Why do I have it?
God, why?
True.
So much crap.
True. The collector's anguish, the collector's plight. I have too much. I can't collect it all. I haven't the space or the time.
I need more store walls.
Yeah, I need more bookshelves. Honestly, I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, I'm gonna move this bookshelf all the way over, rip, and then I'm gonna add another one, kabloop, right there.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
I got too much.
Yeah.
So
me too. Oh well.
It's good times. Hey, that's what we're here for.
Right.
Honestly, I think that's what this podcast is really all about. Stuff.
It's stuff.
We like stuff. We like things. We like having movies. We like little toys. We like hats with the thing that comes out and it goes boo whoop. You know what I'm talking about?
Not particularly.
Boo whoop.
Oh. Yeah. Speaking of getting a bunch of new stuff. The Evercade is releasing a couple more cartridges that, I mean,
Finally.
really, I don't know. These last couple have been kind of balls, except for the indie heroes. Those are the kinds that I hit up. The indie heroes and the like the other indie games that are put on cartridges.
Right.
Because that's the only physical form they're ever going to get, probably.
Right.
I can't help it.
Until Limited Run is just scraping the bottom of the barrel. Just
Oh, God.
they're like, oh, we've reprinted every BioWare game 16 times. We've reprinted every Sly Cooper and Gex and PC.
They haven't done Gex.
They're coming.
Good.
It's coming someday. Like a barnacle at the bottom of the bucket, just scraping that shit. Like for anything, they're like just out of properties to milk for the last dime. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great service they provide. You guys are doing great work. Thank you. Thank you. It's a necessary. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
It's good. But another game that's coming, I really had nothing else to say about that. I just wanted to talk about it for a second.
Evercade. There's two guys that have an Evercade.
Yeah. And next one is Mighty Doom. Have you seen this at all?
I thought you were gonna say Mighty Ducks, bro. I was about to be stoked.
No, they have that TV show now.
Yeah, so Mighty Doom, it's is it like Doom Jr.? Or did you see
Yeah.
there's a game. It's a rhythm game, but it's like a Doom style rhythm game.
What?
It's like you're killing demons and it's a first person shooter, but it's a rhythm game. Doom Rhythm. How do you spell rhythm? That's a weird one, right? It's got like 2 H's in it. Yeah, there you go. Metal Hellslinger. Yeah, that's it.
Metal Hellslinger. What?
Yeah, dude.
That sounds pretty fun. What the?
Metal rhythm shooter.
To stare across 8 realms of hell, an ocean of demons, into the eyes of a red judge and still fight.
Yeah, still think. What do you say?
I don't know, bro. Hot damn. That's what's up.
That's kind of a weird concept, right?
Yeah, that's super weird, but I mean, shoot. Last couple times I've been playing Doom, it kind of feels like you're playing to the rhythm of that Mick Gordon. Anyway.
Oh yeah, I mean that soundtrack is just so sick.
So good.
I didn't realize like he got super ripped off by Bethesda. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Boy.
Okay. Anyhow,
sucks.
you get the point.
But yeah.
Both. Yeah, it's very. They're like, do you like brutally savage, brutal, demon, dark, shooter, blood, gib? Wow! Murder. Us too.
Well, this one's like the opposite of that, because Mighty Doom is like. Actually, it looked like the little action figure that Sam got me for Christmas.
Okay.
And yeah, and everything looks all cutesy like that.
It's like Chibi.
And
Chibi Doom.
Yeah, and it's gonna be on your phone, I think, and it's just a top-down shooter. So you can just, you're just running down corridors, blowing the hell out of
So it's like
demons.
load or reload.
Yeah.
Yeah, load it or whatever. Yeah, that's sick. I like
So, yeah.
those games.
It looks like it's going to be simple. Hopefully it's just one of those games that are like
Oh God.
$5. Oh,
I pressed the button on my chair. Hold on. Oh, that scared me. I thought I was falling into a pit of despair again.
oh no.
No.
But yeah, I hope it's just one of those like $5 ones or something. I hope it's,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be free. It's probably going to be free.
I mean, I wouldn't ever buy a phone game.
If it wasn't Doom, I wouldn't.
Oh, but you're like, if you have to.
Yeah, like it's Doom. I kind of have to. And the last couple times I've done it, I did not regret that because the Doom RPGs were freaking fun.
Okay, well that's good to hear.
So yeah, I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the shit out of that game.
True.
But since we're looking at trailers already, wanna watch 2 more?
Yeah, let's do it.
We're gonna, it's this movie called Polite Society,
Okay.
and I gotta tell you, I think it looks pretty awesome. And
I'm Rhea Khan. I am going to be a stunt woman. My sister Lena is the only person who believes in me.
Want to help me with a vid for my channel?
She helps me with all my training.
You are going to be such a great stunt
intro
woman.
is
That was dope though. But lately, she's been seeing this guy who I think is a bit of a smarmy wanker. You know, it's a trap.
Oh my god, Rhea, chill out.
Now, I'm not being dramatic, but these people are evil.
I found something.
I've got my eye on you.
They are not taking her away without a fight.
I will strike down you or anyone else who tries to get in my way. How about the bikini area?
Let's dance.
We need to get Lena out.
How?
Mischief is afoot.
Lena's not going anywhere. You little bitch.
Rude.
Mom, what are you doing? Oh.
We stick to the plan. Nothing changes.
We are going to show Lena who these people really are.
Let's decimate this mother!
Y'all calling me crazy? Did you see my kick?
Of course I bloody did. It was magical.
I'm pretty sure I drew blood.
That's pretty funny.
dude. I think, man, first time I watched that, it just like caught me off guard so hard
Yeah.
because it was in front of like
They're like, what what is this?
yeah. It's just like it came on as like a trailer while Krista was watching some like Married at or Blind Married at First Sight or whatever the hell those shows are called.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could probably watch a donkey get hit by a train and you'd be laughing compared to that show. You'd be like, that donkey, you know? And it would go back and be like, I can't believe that you're just so beautiful and like that we've been together for only like 15 minutes, but I really just want to be with you for the rest of my life. And Karen, I just think that your mom is kind of a bitch, and if she could just back off, like we could really get to know each other a little bit better. And let's do this challenge.
I just don't know why her mom's being such a butt.
She's just stuck in a glass cage. It's like she's still in her penalty cage for the challenge. She got the Dungus ring. She's just drowning. They just lower the water just enough where she gets some air, and they just and then like, sorry.
God damn. I think I'd pay more attention if that's all that was going on.
Yeah, no, it'd actually be pretty good.
But
yeah.
But yeah, I think that one looks like a fun one.
Yeah, it's good. It's I hope the choreography's good.
Yeah,
I want to see a little more of it because it's like I saw some like setups.
Mm-hmm.
But look. I love wire fu. Okay, I've got a high wire fu standard.
Oh,
Like we're talking Legend with Jet Li. We're talking some Gordon Liu wire fu. Okay, even the stuff that was choreographed for Kill Bill was pretty baller. It's hard to beat. It's hard to beat. So we'll see.
I don't know if they're gonna be able to beat it. It was an indie film.
Yeah, I don't know. These are all indie films too. It's not true.
It's not true at all.
Almost gotcha. Did you know Quentin Tarantino didn't write Pulp Fiction by himself? There's a co-writer who won the freaking Oscar with him.
That's freaking dope.
And then you just never heard from that dude again. And then like all the title credits say written and directed by Quentin Tarantino, but it doesn't say the other dude's name.
Wait, on Pulp Fiction?
Yeah. I watched this whole thing the other day. I was like, oh, that's weird.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Like,
There's like another dude who co-wrote Pulp Fiction.
And he's just gone.
Well, I mean, I don't know if he's dead, but it's like, it's so funny because you watch their like Oscar, I think it was Oscar, I don't know, you watch him win, and he's like, Quentin Tarantino's like, for like 20 minutes, and the other guy goes up and he's like, thank you to my wife and my kids, I really got to pee, so see you later. And I'm like, damn, that dude's Forrest Gump. He was just there for that. like
I gotta use the bathroom.
Do you have any more Dr. Pepper?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
Then I started thinking about Forrest Gump, and I was like, man, I love that movie.
It's a good ass movie. That's one of your favorites, isn't it?
I mean, I think it's a movie that I've watched enough that I have to say that it's one of my favorites. Even if I don't think so, if I don't want it to be, I don't get a choice because I've watched it too many times that disproves me unironically liking it.
Wait, what?
Well, you know, some people will say they like something like, for example, The Room. Like, Lisa, Lisa, you're killing me. You know what I mean? Like, they'll say they like that, but they've watched the movie once, or they've only watched the highlights, and they like that movie because it's ironic to like it. What I'm saying is, to like Forrest Gump seems like something that you could ironically do. Like, yeah, I love Forrest Gump. But I've watched it so much legitimately, like...
You put in the hours.
That I put in the hours that it's like, yeah, I apparently, unironically, really like that movie.
Just really love Forrest Gump.
It's true.
I mean, it's a kick-ass
Stupid
movie.
is as stupid does, Mrs. Blue.
I bet that's another one of those movies that it would kind of throw you right back into the whole listening to an album situation. Because like a lot of people...
you got legs! Yeah.
A lot of people aren't just sitting down and watching Forrest Gump.
No, but the music in that movie was tight.
Dude, that had really good music.
Yeah. But yeah, Forrest Gump. The other one of those that I like would probably fit into that category for myself of like movies I've watched so much that I have to have loved it was The Fifth Element.
Oh.
Now that's one of them. It's a movie that I really like, but it's not one that I would want to be in my top 10.
But it just has to be.
I think it has to be.
Yeah.
Because I've watched that movie so much, and every time I'm like, the whole movie. There's not a part of that movie I don't like.
I mean,
even when they're talking to like the captain on the human captain on the thing, and it's that big black dude with the eye, and he's just like, okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, even just like the bad guys like monologues.
Yeah, dude, Gary Oldman's a badass.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think of a scene that was boring in that movie too, but
then you get Ruby. Whatever, Ruby Diamond, is that what it was?
Oh, I can't remember. It's been so long since I've seen that movie.
Corbin! Corbin!
Yeah. Shoot.
Yeah.
I think when I found it on VHS is the last time I bought it or watched it.
Oh,
And
wow.
That was like 2.5 years ago or something.
Nice. Yeah, that movie's goated, bro.
Dude.
It's tight.
It's a good one.
So, do you have any movies like that you've watched so much that you're like, dang it, why have I watched this movie so much? Like, I don't want to like it, but I guess I love it?
Right.
There's got to be one.
There's got to be.
I mean, you also unironically watch Hercules.
Dude, I freaking love Hercules.
So,
The show is so good. Totally underappreciated by everyone.
yeah, everyone else is wrong.
That's right. That's correct, sir. I know. I can't help it.
No, it's okay. It's hey, like what you like. I ain't hating. I'm gonna. Sorry, I didn't mean to turn into a Porky Pig there.
I'm trying to think of a movie that does fit that for me, though.
Like something that was on cable that every time it was on, you're just like, I guess I'll fucking watch it again.
It's like, I have to watch this. God.
Like, I watched The Matrix a bunch, but I still don't think that movie's in my top 10. Like, even though I've watched it a bunch, it's not a movie that I'm like, I can think of points in that movie plenty where I'm like, corny, hokey,
Or just waiting.
boring. I don't like Trinity.
Dude,
I never
really-
liked that actress.
Me either.
What's her name? Moss? Carrie-Anne Moss?
I have no clue. Trinity lady.
yeah. Yeah, who cares, right? yeah.
Let's see.
I don't know. Like she made it through all the movies. Everybody liked her. Like nobody else disliked her, I guess. But it's like,
Well, I didn't.
what's her name?
I don't feel like I disliked her. I just didn't really care when she did stuff.
That's what I'm saying. When she died, I was like, okay, you're the one that keeps putting yourself in dumb situations. Like, of course you're gonna die. They're trying to kill you. That's the one thing they're trying to do. And you're just like, I'm going back in. I'm gonna check back in. Now, plug me back in. Plug me back in. I'm gonna go get him. And then they're like, Trinity, you're
Stop, Trinity.
It's like when your sister's trying to help you lift something you know is too heavy, and you're just like, I don't want to be sexist right now, but you're not capable of doing this.
This is not happening. I don't want to even try.
It's like, you're only this big, and I know you're trying to prove something, but the only thing you're going to prove is that you can hurt us both.
Yeah. I'm going to say, okay, put it down slowly, and then...
Yeah, there was like an employee that we had that was like, this tall and very eager to help at one of the places I worked, and like, just every time there was something where it's like, all right, we have to lift this heavy object. You, biggest person in the room. And then she just immediately is on it like, I got it. And I'm like, no, you don't. And they you know what I mean? It's just, that was Carrie On. Is it the person?
Yes.
Was I right?
Carrie-Anne Moss.
Let's go, dude.
Job. Dude, I can't remember names for...
Sorry, I froze.
Oh, sorry.
I was like... Yeah.
That's how we bring you back.
Yeah, exactly. She seems like a nice lady. I think that's the problem. She seems too much like a nice lady pretending to be a badass.
Maybe?
That's that's always the vibe that I got where I'm like...
Right. I feel like it's still just like the character. The way the character is written is just like...
I think she looks too nice. I think it was just cast poorly. For me.
Yeah.
For me. Because it's like, I don't know, I don't... Here's the deal. Is like, don't read a book by its cover. Or whatever, you know what I mean? But it's like, if you're in a movie for 2 hours, you got to kind of like either really sell it or look the part. And for me, she just looked like a soccer mom. She looked like she just dropped her kids off and was going to like her all vinyl Pilates class or something.
All vinyl Pilates class.
She's just like, Richter, get me on the phone. I need a portal out of here so I can go get my glutes waxed.
My glutes?
Right?
So specific.
What?
Nothing. I'm just,
whatever, dude. I think Neo's a dweeb too. I mean, let's be honest. But I mean, the thing is he sold it. At the beginning of the movie, I was like, I don't know if this is the guy. This is the one? I don't know. And Morpheus is like, trust me. And I'm like, fine, I'll stick through it. And I was like, okay, you're the one. But her, not the one.
I see. That makes. I mean, yeah.
Dang. Right?
I agree.
I think she was the weak link in the Matrix series. I'm gonna comments. Who? That should be the question of the week.
Question of the week: which actor?
Who's the weakest character in the first Matrix movie? Neo, Trinity, or Orpheus?
Oh, that's obvious. Well, Morpheus is, and
Is that Orpheus?
Orpheus. Either way,
It always reminds me of that Hannibal Buress when he's on Eric Andre, and he's like Morpheus in a 4-door corridor. Horde, I'm sitting on the throne of the horde, Lord. He just starts. I don't know. Anyhow, yeah. I mean, is it that obvious then?
it's gotta be.
Okay, well then let's leave it to the people.
All right.
Just to prove that I'm not sexist, I think Trinity's the weakest character in the first movie. In all the movies, I think she's always like, she saves his ass a bunch. Like, don't get me wrong, like the plot device that she provides is good. It's just I don't think Carrie Ann Moss was the right actress. That's my take.
Who would you like to have seen do it? Or if you could pick now, who would have been perfect? Like, you could just take them from anywhere.
That's hard to say. It really is, because it's like you got to be able to wrap them in rubber.
Yeah.
And be like, okay, now don't look like a complete fool. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you're wearing a gimp suit. Try not to look like an idiot. Here's 60 guns.
Yeah, make sure you keep
and some techno music. Yeah.
Here's the most circular glasses known to man.
Yeah, exactly. No, I don't. Look, and I'm not saying. Here's what I'm not saying. I'm saying she did a good job. She did a great job.
See, and I just feel like it's the character itself.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it was just like
because
I don't know. Love stories are whack in general because it's like you already know how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
I'll sacrifice myself for you. I'll sacrifice myself for you first. Not if I sacrifice myself for you first.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
That's that's a legal binding contract at that point.
Yes,
Don't
sir.
lose.
Yes, sir. So yeah, I don't know. The Matrix is a movie we ended up talking about for a while.
That's very true. And since that's going to be our question of the week, we're going to also cover what question we had last week. And we asked, which game are you playing right now? Hogwarts Legacy or anything else? And as a shocking turn of events, anything else is at 70%.
Really?
While Hogwarts is at 30%.
Okay.
And I'm not going to lie, I thought it would be a lot closer. I still figured anything else would be close, but like still win. But I thought Hogwarts Legacy was going to be much closer than that.
You know what's weird about video games is so seldom does a game cross the boundary of its originally intended audience.
I see what you're saying.
Games are so much more specific of an audience than, like, we'll say, like, a set of Magic cards. Because all Magic players generally like all Magic cards, right? You know, there's a few where people are like, I don't play this format. This format's inferior. But it's like, for the most part, it's all the same. It's cardboard. It's got pretty art. People want to collect it. It's a good time. But for video games, it's like it is like a movie, but it's almost more. Well, it's more than a movie, right? You can go see a movie for $15 and it's done in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Unless it's a James Cameron movie, then you have to like spend your eternity there, or whatever. I still haven't seen that.
Avatar 2?
Yeah.
I have not seen it yet either.
Avatarted.
Avatar 2.
Avatar 2.
We have water for you.
Oh yes, welcome to Avatar 2 Waterland.
Oh, gosh.
Anyhow, what was I saying?
Oh man.
What are you talking about?
Avatar really threw me off. What the hell? Oh, we were talking about Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
well, I mean,
specific,
yeah.
Like, group of people are going to buy it. But that's also one thing, because, like, how many people just freaking love Harry Potter?
Yeah, but that's the thing, though, is it's weird, because it's like, The average PlayStation owner buys 3 new games a year. Now, does their circle cross the Harry Potter one? Like, that's the question. Is like, what other one does it like commingle with? Because it's like, if you're buying 3 games a year, either it's one of the same kind of game, which is probably the most likely, like 3 RPGs, 3 sports games, 3 shooters, right? Like, most people pick a lane.
True.
Not most people are like, I don't think most people, not people who work at video game stores, are like us, who are like, let's get everything that comes out. I love them all. Yeah. I think most people are like, I like shooting games. When's the next Battlefield or Call of Duty?
Right.
And I think Harry Potter was one of those ones where it's like, it was big enough that as a franchise, it brought players out, and it was able to bring people, like a large enough audience, because it sold really well.
Yeah.
A large enough audience that it actually like pulled people from other genres. Because that's really what a good selling game is it's like, it's able to pull other, because it's like, why is Elden Ring so popular? I mean, it sold, we'll talk about that in a minute, but you know what I mean? Because it was actually able to build an audience outside of that.
I feel like
RPG lane.
And I feel like they were probably, that's why they went with open world, because so many different types of games are open world now.
Yeah.
That you'd be like, it's Harry Potter
and
another format that you have dabbled in and you probably like it.
Right. It's like you already know, you understand enough about the world that you're invested.
Yeah.
You're invested in the world already, and you already have, you know, predispositions about its outcomes and what it looks like. And you've seen the future, right? Because it takes place in the past. So it's easy to like set expectations, I think, for basic stuff for like a Harry Potter game where you're like, okay, we have to have XYZ. We have to have the potions class. We have to have a dark arts class. Each one of those has to be fleshed out. We know we have to have these pieces.
Yeah.
And then you just add a little bit more to kind of, you know, just to flesh it out. But not that it's easy by any stretch. It's just interesting to watch a game pull people out of their normal lanes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That makes sense.
It was weird that it was like surrounded and embroiled in a bunch of controvery too.
That was super weird, but
like they got a new movie coming out, and it's like, oh, is that gonna? We're just gonna have to? Are they gonna boycott that?
Everything, man.
Like what?
I guess I don't know.
Which is fine. I mean, do whatever the hell you want. But it just seems like it backfired a little bit.
Oh yeah, because I think they even had like websites shut down that were trying to just like mess with people that were playing it on Twitch.
Yeah. I don't know. Hey man, you know, being mad is a hobby.
That's true. Definitely takes time and effort.
It does.
So if you're choosing that over other things, it could be a hobby.
You could be good at outrage.
It's very true. Very true. What the hell was I looking at?
Harry Potter. You're just trying to watch the movie right now?
No.
Like, I just haven't seen the 6th one.
And the Cursed Child, right?
Yeah.
That's the one.
That's the new one.
The new movie that's coming out. Yeah, see, I haven't
With
seen
the original
anything
cast
for it.
They're like, we hate the abhorrent J.K. Rowling, but we love her money.
I mean, she's getting paid whether people want her to or not. Can you imagine all the merchandise sales?
Oh, God.
It's astronomical.
She's a bajillionaire. Like, I don't know. It's crazy.
Like,
hey, you know what? Come up with something. Have a good idea.
Yeah. Just write a really amazing kick-ass book.
Yeah.
If you want to.
I don't know. It's just, I don't want to see old Harry. It's just awkward.
I mean, luckily they've aged enough now that it probably isn't that far of a stretch with just like a little bit of makeup on him.
It's like Emma Watson went and did like, I'm going to be a serious actress for like 6 years, and that didn't really pan out so well. Or she's just, one of her biggest roles is a cameo in This Is the End.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, didn't really. And then everything that Daniel Radcliffe did was like, okay, I'm in a movie where I have horns.
Oh, man. The Jungle?
Yeah.
That one was trippy. That was crazy. He actually did really good in that one.
I think he's a good actor. I think they're all good actors or whatever, but it's just funny how it's like It's like very much like, I was in a kid's movie for 100 years. Now I have to go be a serious actor and be in dumb movies.
Hey, come back for that kids movie.
And they're like, I would love that bajillion dollars. Thank you.
Yep, sounds great.
Audio then, love.
And Ron was in a TV version of Snatch,
Yeah, I don't know.
which was it was okay. I feel like he was basically playing an adult version of Ron, so I don't know how hard he had to really try.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, see, now I'm having the Trinity conversation in my head about these three.
Oh,
This is a harder pick, though. This is a harder pick.
I would have, man.
What?
It's Ron.
No.
100% has to be Ron. Because Hermione is all of the brains. She gets them out of so much crap. And Harry, like, literally has to be part of, like, the riddles and stuff.
Yeah, no. But we're talking about the, because it's like Ron is instrumental.
Well, I mean, he's definitely saved them, on and off again. But, maybe could just be replaced with another third person.
Okay, see, now what we're talking about, yeah. See, I don't think so. I think
No?
I don't know. Have you read the books?
Yeah.
I don't know, the last couple years when Ron gets super popular, becomes the goalie, and like
That is
really kind of finds his own lane and becomes like his not just Harry Potter's shadow, and is like essentially like really bringing something into the table. I don't know.
That's a problem because I haven't read the last couple of books in a long time. Because I've reread the first 4, like not super recently, but more recently than the last 3.
Because it's like, I don't know, for me, Harry Potter is a good character, but he's easy, right? He's just the hero. He's always just a dope. He's always going to rush towards the flame like an idiot.
Yeah.
And
be okay.
And be okay.
He just has to
And
be.
Ron is like the loyal friend, but also becomes probably the wisest one of them all. Because it's although she's smart, Ron, I think, actually is probably the wisest of the three of them at the end of the story. I think he actually grew as a character more than either of the other two, because she's still just, I'm the smartest. And he's like, I'm a hero. But Ron actually changed.
That's a good point. But does him changing affect the story at all?
A ton.
Okay.
I mean, a ton. A ton. Yeah.
I'm just being a butt. Yeah. That's true. I've totally forgotten how important he was in the last couple. Because I haven't even watched those movies in a long time either.
Well, and it's easy because the movies, when he leaves, right? Because him and Harry have the fight because he's holding the thing. And he's like, oh, I'm going then. But you got to remember, he gets splinted, bro. Like, remember they come through that warp and it like splints he's like, and his body's all and he's like sick for a long time. And
that was crazy.
Like,
Dude.
I think Ron's the only one that ever actually got injured.
I mean,
Harry got his arm bone taken out once.
He had to regrow it, and then he technically dies. That's gotta hurt coming back, magic or no.
Now, hold on. Now that I'm thinking about it, Ron gets up. He gets whacked by a chess thing in the first movie. He gets
knocked
blown off the
Yeah. God.
He gets it on the port key.
Yep.
That rips him up. He's the one puking slugs.
Yeah.
I mean, that was his fault.
I mean,
that one was his fault, but either way, all I'm saying is Ron is the punching bag, but
he keeps up.
He's the man, dude.
Keeps
I'm telling
on
you,
rolling.
he's the Sam Wise.
Ah.
Yeah.
All right. I'll have to rethink my position. I don't know. I don't know. That's a hard one. You've actually made
you know
made
who
a very
I
good
think?
point for Ron, but
I think the weakest character
it's Harry
is Harry Potter.
because he starts the hero and he doesn't really ever have to change from being the hero.
Yeah.
He just one time gets kind of emo-ish and sad that he's like, oh, I got Voldemort in me.
And the only time he's actually like the best wizard at anything is in potions class because he's cheating.
Oh yeah, because he's got the freaking book.
He's got
that has
Snape's
all
book.
Yeah, it's got it all written down.
Yeah.
SOB.
So he's like, he's trying to defeat the Dark Lord with Expelliarmus like a dingbat.
That's what
Right?
he's got, man. Yeah.
And then he gets lucky that he gets the Elder Wand, didn't even know it.
Right.
Dude.
And he already had the cloak. I mean, come on.
Neville would have been the better story. Neville would have been the better story.
Maybe they should do a like Ender's Game version of it. Remember where they did Ender's Game and it was all about that main kid, but now I can't remember his freaking name. Then there was a second book from his friend's like point of view of the exact same story.
That's kind of interesting.
But it's totally different because they're treated completely differently.
Yeah. Well, because Neville grew up kind of an orphan with his grandparents because his parents were, well, I think his dad got killed, or did they both get killed, or were they both crazy?
I thought they both...
Because they're both crazy in
they're both crazy.
Yeah, because they got cruciated.
Yes, that's what it was. I was like, but why were they, though?
Because of Bellatrix.
I forgot that was a spell that could happen. I just don't
She
like
tortured
revisiting the last couple because they're dark as...
Boy.
Oh, dark.
And I'm like, I want to go to the castle again.
No. That's what I'm saying. See, that's when I liked it. Like the whole like fantasy, like, oh my god, dude, so look, there's a flying dragon. Like that didn't get anywhere. It's when they start like dying and you start like, oh, that's not fucking...
It makes the villain an actual freaking villain.
And then they make Albus
hard.
Dumbledore like kind of a questionable figure, the whole thing with his sister and all that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dude. Shoot. It's been too long. Maybe I need to redo it.
Hey. So anyhow, what were we talking about?
Well, we weren't talking about Harry Potter, but that just keeps happening. And then...
Tell us in the comment which Harry Potter character not isn't your favorite, but which one's the weakest?
Weakest character.
Like which is the most replaceable character? I think it's Harry Potter. Because even the prophecy said it could have been Neville.
I mean, yeah.
Voldemort chose who basically defeated him. Was how the prophecy worked out.
Right. Man, that's crazy. Okay, but Magic the Gathering's got some crazy stuff out. Sorry, no, I love it, and we could keep going, but we got to move on.
Yep.
Magic the Gathering, Commander Masters, and Lord of the Rings both got stuff announced.
Yay, baby.
Oh my gosh.
So first of all, Commander Masters is going to be hype trained Liddy City. They're reprinting Jeweled Lotus with a bunch of new borders and foil etchings, and then they're reprinting. The only thing they've really have shown so far is Capture of Jingzhou, I think is how you say it. It's a blue card that lets you take an extra turn.
Oh, nice.
It's a pretty expensive card. So that needed a reprint. And then also the Dragon they showed. So that's getting a reprint. And then the Jeweled Lotus are the three big ones that they've shown so far. But it's just cool to get these cards that everybody needs and wants. Like everybody's got to have a Jeweled Lotus in their commander deck. So right now that card's like at $100.
Yeah.
The price has to come down. Like it's too expensive. It's too necessary a piece in commander for it to be so expensive.
That's pretty crazy.
I hope they reprint Mana Crypt, bro.
Yeah.
They have to reprint.
Need some more of that.
They have to. It's at like $188 right now.
Oh.
Yeah. It's gross.
Damn. And that's like one of the blue lands, right? That'll like...
The Mana Crypt is it's a free artifact that comes out, and you can tap it for 2 colorless mana.
Oh, yeah.
And then every turn you roll a die or flip a coin or whatever, and I think it's and whether or not you take 3 damage.
Oh. While you're using the 2 mana.
Yeah, so it's like at the beginning of each upkeep, roll a die, flip a coin. If it's heads, take 2 damage. If it's tails, don't.
Right.
So it's just like a risky piece to kind of have out because you're constantly taking 2 damage, but you have 40 life.
Yeah,
so,
you don't need that stuff.
Yeah, the game should be way over before you ever have to get to the lower ends of your life pool. If you plan right.
Doing it right.
If you're doing it right. And then, the universes beyond Lord of the Rings set.
Yeah. coming out June 23rd.
Let's go.
Boy.
Lord of the Rings.
So it's not a standard set. It's a straight to modern set. So it's like a Modern Horizons set. So all these cards are modern legal. So they'll be legacy legal, modern legal, commander legal. So it won't be in standard, won't be in pioneer. I think that's it. They're probably Pauper. I mean, no, you could probably use the commons in Pauper. I don't know how Pauper works. But
I don't even know what Pauper is.
The fact that it's a full set, I'm pretty stoked because there's got to be some rogues.
Oh man, there's at least. I mean, Frodo is like with ring on or something.
That's what I'm saying. If he's not a rogue, like if the ring isn't like, dude, that they're gonna
Like
print the one ring.
Oh, you have to print.
They're gonna print the Balrog. Yeah. There's got to be a Balrog.
Yeah, he's right there on the art even.
Oh, yeah, there
on
he
the
is.
Set booster.
Yeah, yo.
Dude, I am so excited. This is actually going to be a box that I just buy.
Yeah, we should get the staff together and do a staff draft. Like that would be so much fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That would be freaking awesome.
Film it.
It's been so long since I've played. People are going to fucking hate playing with me.
It doesn't matter. it doesn't matter. Nobody actually cares, John.
You're like, I do what?
Everybody, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, for the most part, like, yes, if you go to a competitive draft on a Friday night and you really suck, there might be some people who get annoyed, but there are people who go every week that are slow and are terrible at playing, and people don't care. They just want to win. So if they beat you,
Sweet.
They'll be happy.
That's true. That's true. I would definitely be beatable pretty easily, I think. But I just want more dwarves.
There better be some freaking dwarves.
Dude, seriously, there's at least 20 very important dwarves in Lord of the Rings.
And
there
want
has to be
every
some
one
of
of them. I want Durin.
Oh, you
gotta have Durin. You gotta have Gimli. You gotta have Gloin.
Gotta have Durin the Fifth.
Durin the Fifth.
There's 7 of them.
You gotta get the Arkenstone in there. The dwarven artifact that gives dwarves +3 +6 inches.
Hell yeah. That,
soft.
That way they gain flight.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I don't know how, but that's
I
how
feel
it
like
works.
dwarves go under, not over.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Tunnel? Is there like a tunnel ability or something? That'd be cool. I do have some dwarves that'll just destroy lands.
It's true. Yeah.
Or walls. But nobody uses walls. At least not that I've heard.
Yes. Not anymore. You're talking about Goblin Digging Team. Yeah, they drop walls. They drop walls like Paul Wall, baby.
Oh, damn.
But yeah, I mean, it's cool because both of these sets that we were talking about are going to come in collector's, set, and draft booster displays. So you'll be able to draft it, which is sick if you haven't drafted before. It's a lot of fun. It's my favorite way to play, probably. And then the collector boosters are always cool because it's like they just kind of pack it with the extra special goodies.
Yeah, the shiny.
And then the set boosters are right there in the middle, just the nice little chunky, trying to get some hits.
That one might be the one I go for because I like all those art cards. Hopefully they got some freaking sick ones.
Yeah.
If I could get a Gimli art card, because if there's not a Gimli, somebody's gonna get fired.
There's got to be a Gimli.
But
I used to be a Legolas guy. I liked Legolas a lot.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, I don't know if I like Legolas anymore.
I thought he was pretty awesome in The Hobbit. Although it was extremely weird that he was there. But anyway, I was like, you know what? They'll fan service it how they want.
I mean,
I thought he did really well.
True. I don't know. I got to think about that. I got to think about who my favorite Lord of the Rings character is now. It's probably Sam.
Dude, Sam? He's a solid contender.
Gandalf is an easy pick because he's only a good guy.
Yeah.
And he's like, I've written my what?
Damn it, Gandalf. What?
Where's your crunchy sock? What? Your crunchy sock.
Cruncher. Like, whole worm starts going dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just Gimli.
You remember that part of you remember that part of the movie where Gandalf demanded to see Frodo's crunchy sock?
It's in the secret extended TV edited version of it.
Yeah.
Only.
and you can hear Peter Jackson just breathing heavy in the background. It's the director's cut. And you can just hear him licking his lips. And he's just like, show me your country sock right now for the beggars. What did you say, Gimli? Do not mince words with me. And he just his pants. Just actually his robe. He's not wearing underwear, so it's just all over the floor. And like his robe like smears it as he walks by. He's like, Frodo.
Something has happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Who shit on my robe? Gimli's just a like, he's a really old man. Okay. So, I mean, him himself and being mad about it and blaming somebody else isn't out of the question.
I mean, yeah, shoot. Is he like 1,000 years old or some craziness like that?
That's what I'm saying, dude. You start to lose some faculties after a while. You know, his mind may be strong, but his anus ain't. And just bring me to my bucket.
Speaking of very well-written fantasy, Elden Ring hit a new milestone. Do you want to announce it since you're the...
No, I mean, the news is that Elden Ring hit 20 million copies sold in the first year of it since its release. So let's go. Boys, Team Souls, Miyazaki from Software. You guys are killing the game. Literally. Yep. You're killing me in the game.
I can't.
Killing the game. I can't beat the game.
Dying.
I did just discover another secret area.
Ooh.
And so I may be not beating the game very soon because I'm now checking that out. Just gotta check that out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So we're gonna check that out. You gotta get these two. So like, there's this castle up in the Mountain of the Giants, and it's called Castle's Hall. And you gotta go in there, and then this like captain dude like summons these two astral warriors to fight you, and once you defeat them, then he attacks you, and you have to kill him. He's got lightning powers. You get this one half of the medallion, and then you get the other half from this albinaric person hiding as a pot in a village across the map.
Oh, like the meat pots.
Yeah, like you can just bust a pot, but there's one that's just like, don't do that, and it gives you a little medallion.
Oh,
and you can use the lift of rolled to go down instead of up, and then you can start to find the tree. There's a different tree, like the Hennig tree or something. I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff.
True.
You got to play the game.
Go down instead of up.
You go down instead of up, dude.
I mean, of course you go down instead of going up.
It's crazy. I didn't know it could go down.
Oh, that's crazy. That is pretty crazy. There are like dwarven cities down there? Huh? There are no dwarves in there.
There are no dwarves because I mean you got to think like.
I was just thinking.
Dwarves are a little too cute for Elden Ring.
The fuck.
I just mean like it's kind of hard to make dark fantasy dwarves. I feel.
I feel like there's a 80s
like a
dark fantasy that.
Like a horror fantasy,
gotta exist.
Because that's the art style that's how I explain the Souls stuff, right? Is a horror fantasy.
Yeah.
So, I think that
like Jim Henson just got real depressed one day.
Yeah.
Boy,
he's a fucking no. That's what Dark Crystal was, or Mirror Mask, whatever that movie was. That movie sucked.
Mirror Mask was made by his daughter, I think.
Oh, that movie sucked.
You didn't like it?
Mirror Mask?
I mean, it's definitely got... Yeah, it just looks really cool.
Yeah,
the look is what you're watching it for anyway.
Yeah, visually it's fantastic, but it's a stupid movie.
It kind of is. I do have a hard time finishing it every time I watch it. I do watch it an oddly large amount, though.
Oh, do
Maybe
you?
That's a movie that I like, I can't... I don't know. Definitely in, top... No, not top 10 at all.
I was gonna say I don't think it cracks that. Like
it could get top 30.
Yeah, I don't know if either Forrest Gump or Fifth Element crack the top 10, but I feel like they have to be at least honorable mentions. At the very least. Like
Yes.
they're like my shadow.
They're just always in the
It's
back.
like it's like a guilty pleasure kind of where you're like, okay,
yeah.
you're here with me. You're part of me. I don't like you. It's like your family members, you know? It's like your family members. You're like, you. I love you. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, wow, you're real exactly like me.
Damn it. Yep.
True.
But speaking of lasting relationships,
Lasting relationships.
Microsoft and Nintendo are getting into bed together.
Imagine me and you. I
think
poo
about it day
in
and
the
night.
bed.
Oh, it's only right.
What did you say?
I'm singing the real lyrics.
Oh, okay. Well, me too.
Oh,
Yeah, so Nintendo and Microhard decided they were gonna pinky
They're
swear,
gonna pinky promise for 10 years.
pinky promise for 10 years that, and I'm sure there's $10 million, or Xbox is gonna put Call of Duty on Nintendo consoles for the next 10 years at the same time as release as the Xbox, which I don't even understand because the last time there was a Call of Duty on the Switch or on a Nintendo console, it was like Ghosts. I think on the Wii U. It was Wii U, is Call of Duty Ghosts. So that seems kind of weird. So maybe that's a little hint. Maybe there's a Switch Pro coming soon.
That would be nice.
Right? I mean, that's the only way it makes sense to me. It's the only way it makes sense is you get a Steam Deck level Switch Pro and you have actual Call of Duty on it. Otherwise, why? Who cares?
Right. Because if it's going to look like absolute ballsack, nobody's going to like playing that.
Well, also, Call of Duty is an online game. That's why people buy it. People don't buy Call of Duty for the story anymore. And there's like 6 people who do that, and they're wrong.
Every time I feel it, too. Every time I am dead wrong.
Yeah, you're like, oh, sick. That was a dope 4 hours.
Yeah.
I guess I'll kill myself now.
Then you just go from having to play semi-sensibly because I always put it on hard. Otherwise, it's not hard, you know?
Yeah.
And then you come online and it's a totally, completely different playstyle.
Oh, yeah. You're playing against a computer, and then you go online, you're like, oh, this isn't at all the same.
No, not at all.
Everybody's just jumping around and sliding and ducking and glitching into the walls and shit. You're like, this is not how the battlefield works.
Right? Come on.
Come on, nobody's jumping around like that.
Just sons of bitches. But the last good military like multiplayer that I not like good, but it was like my favorite. Like I loved playing it was Ghost Recon Future Soldier. That multiplayer was so freaking fun, and it was hard.
Yeah, Ghost Recon always had the best. I think like somewhere between realism and fun.
Yeah.
Like it was Rainbow Six was pretty close too. Like Vegas and Vegas 2 were some of the best like
Vegas
tactical first person shooters.
Right. And you still felt like a badass, but you couldn't just rush a room.
Right.
Like you had to actually plan like semi-planned and react like quickly enough to make a whole situation not go straight to
I wish that single player games were still worth making.
I know, right?
But it's like again, how many circles or bubbles can you get into with Rainbow Six? Not that many anymore.
Not many at all anymore.
And they even tried to do the like crossover with different properties with Rainbow Six
Siege.
Yeah. And that didn't really do anything either.
Man, and then they put out Extinction or whatever the hell that one was. Extraction. You idiots.
Yeah, what the they're like, oh, dude, that's a Sigmod. I mean, game.
Right? God damn
Ubisoft, seriously, they are the swingiest company where it's like, wow, this is amazing. And then it's like, what are you doing?
Like, who said you could do that?
They're like, we do not speak English very well. Sometimes our decision making and not so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
You people.
Your butts?
You big butts. Not in a good way either. It's like
Yeah.
a big old saggy butt. It's like one of those butts that like is it's big but down, not out. It's not wide. It's just one of those where it's like you can see where the
where time has just been not nice.
yeah.
But speaking of great disappointments, you remember when Sega lost their arcade in Japan?
I thought you were gonna say you talked to my mom.
No, just mine.
Sega, yeah, womp
Yeah.
womp.
And now that building that used to be the Sega arcade is being bought by Namco.
Yeah, Bandai's moving in,
And they're going to be making
changing the
it-
locks.
Yep. You're going to make it a Bandai Namco arcade instead of a Sega arcade.
Yeah, and all the Sega execs are just gonna break in at night, listen to that song "Old Apartment" by the Bare Naked Ladies.
What? Old apartment?
Yeah, you remember that song? No. I broke into the old apartment. This is where we used to live. You don't remember that song?
I do not. Old apartment?
Yeah, Old Apartment. You don't remember this song?
No. Hold on.
I don't remember what his voice sounds like. I think it's lower than that. I broke into the old apartment.
Just going to skip forward.
No, you gotta go. You gotta go. It starts. Look, it's a Bare Naked Ladies song. It hits from the get go, guy.
Dude. Probably going to have to cut out a lot of this so we don't have to deal anymore with the stupid music crap. Hold on.
This is a review of this song.
Oh, we're reviewing it now.
Yeah, I'm reviewing this video.
Oh,
my
okay.
god. So he's going through the door. It's a black and white video.
It's artsy. It's pretty artsy.
Dark further.
The colors must have been off.
First thing. Oh.
Now he's in a dark room. Hold on, not
Listen,
so dark.
here it comes. Ready? This is
let's
where
see.
we used to live. You don't remember that song?
No, I do not. I don't remember that song at all. Actually,
It's
That's
a good
weird.
one.
Yeah,
It's a good song. Yeah.
It sounds really good. I wanted to keep it going, but
I think it's an older one. I don't know if I can't remember if it came after the 1 week song, which is kind of I think their definitive moment.
man, Bare Naked Ladies. Every time, I loved Bare Naked Ladies. They were awesome. But every
And
time
you don't know this song?
I don't.
That's weird.
That's really weird. But every time I think of Bare Naked Ladies, it just reminds me of a story with my dad, where one year he was like, "What do you want for your birthday?" And this was still when people bought CDs.
Bare
It
Naked
was the
Ladies.
only way to get it. And so I was like, I would like some Bare Naked Ladies. So, and I start like kind of going through a list. And he's like, wait. What was the first thing you just said? I was like, I want some Bare Naked Ladies. He's like, ha, very funny. We all want Bare Naked Ladies for birthdays, but that's not what I'm getting. You know, what do you really want? I was like, no, Dad, that's the band's name.
And he's like, I bet you
He just like stood there.
when he was a kid, he was like, Mom, Dad, I want this record. Who's it by? The Who. Yeah, The Who.
The Who?
The Who. The Who? The Who.
Who?
Yeah. Who ka-choo. Who. Just turned into the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland. Ooh, Merry and birthday. Ooh.
So yeah, that's a real bummer. Namco's taking over that building. I would have much rather gone to a Sega arcade.
Yeah, now we gotta go there and just play Tekken. What do they even make? I don't know.
Pac-Man.
Oh,
It's just gonna all be
Pac-Man.
Balls.
Fudge.
I don't know.
But
Those were, I mean, Namco just had more arcade games here. Because that was, like, if I wanted to go to a crazy arcade, I think Sega would have been a really fun one. And now I have, like, 0 reasons to go to Japan. I don't think I'm ever going to Japan.
Yeah, Japan is basically just dead to me.
Yep. There's nothing there now. I'm done with you.
Yeah, it's
It's just one of the few things that I really wanted to see.
the Sega arcade.
Yeah. It's a real bummer that it's gone. I hope
Rip.
Namco will probably make a pretty good one too. But who knows? Just bums me
Pachinko
out.
machines.
Oh God.
As far as the
I mean,
eye can see.
Aren't they? They're just supposed to be everywhere, aren't they?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
Speaking of stuff not being everywhere that's supposed to be everywhere, where the hell's Metroid Prime?
Oh man, Metroid Prime, Nintendo. You cinemas. No, they were super smart because they did this on purpose. It was so 2 weeks ago they did a treehouse, and they're like, guess what comes out today? Today on the Nintendo eShop, you can download a classic Metroid Prime Remastered, releasing physically in stores February 22nd. They give a specific date.
Yeah.
And then they didn't send anybody any.
Those buttholes.
Yeah. So it's like none of the distributors got any, and then we were getting calls all day because Best Buy didn't get any, GameStop barely got any at all.
Oh, they actually got
Walmart, I think so. I mean, there's rumors.
Damn.
I mean, I don't want to say they didn't get it. In fact, I don't know who didn't get it, but I'm sure most places didn't get it, but I think there were some copies floating around. But they knew exactly what they were doing with this because they're like, okay, we're going to say it comes out this day, and then it's not going to, and then people will just buy the digital version.
Right.
Like, how do we get them to buy the digital version? Well, first we release it first, and it's like, oh, I really want to play. Okay, I'm going to download it. And then we're going to set a physical release date, and they're not going to show up. So they're going to be like, I'm done waiting. I'm going to go home and download it.
Right.
And then they release the physical version. And then all the collectors are like, I guess I'll just buy it again. God. They're doing it apart. Nintendo?
We're watching you.
Doug Bowser? Are you still in charge? I don't even know who's in charge of you anymore, but you silly.
You're just. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Anyhow, so we're hoping to get Metroid Prime remastered on the Switch by next week.
Yeah.
That's the goal. So, we'll keep everybody updated. I made a little Facebook and Instagram post today, so.
Mm.
Womp womp.
Wah, wah.
Womp womp.
I don't think we ever actually talked about our PlayStation State of Play predictions.
We didn't.
No, we got started on it and then we got really sidetracked.
Did we?
Yeah.
How did we get started on it? I don't remember you starting it.
I tried to start it, I think, but
You didn't try it.
I didn't try hard enough.
Watch, he's going to go back. He's going to watch this and be like, I didn't try, actually, because...
Instant replay if I tried. I
Hey.
knew it.
Haha, I was right. Okay. So, you want to do yours first?
Do you want me to do mine first?
Which is your question. You do your first one first.
Okay, first one first.
First one first, and the second one third.
I feel like it's now the right time for a Splinter Cell remake trailer to show up. And it's going to have, like, exclusive level or some shit for PlayStation.
You can be Norman Reedus from Death Stranding.
Oh, I don't want to be Norman Reedus. Make me awesome.
You don't want the Reedus fetus inside of you?
I don't want the Reedus fetus. I just want to be freaking Sam Fisher.
My first one, I think that's decent. My first one is God of War expansion.
Oh, an expansion, like a DLC.
Yeah, why not?
Story DLC.
Why not? They didn't do any of that the first time around.
Yeah. True.
Maybe we'll see. Okay.
That'd be cool though.
Because what else do they got? What else they got going on? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe they're working on another one already.
I mean, definitely, but you're 4 years away from that.
Yeah. Maybe they're all just sleeping a lot right now. It was hard. It was hard at the end.
I'm so tired. Kratos is in my head.
That'd be sweet though. Just like more gods or something. I still gotta beat that damn game.
I beat it. I just didn't do any of the side shit. I was just like, must beat game. I
should have done that.
The game was sick though.
Yeah. Because I still haven't seen any of it yet.
Ugh.
I know. I'm sorry.
You're a disappointment.
I know. But moving on to what my second prediction is.
Yeah.
Is that we're gonna get another Resident Evil 4 trailer because it's been months since we've gotten one.
True.
And then we're gonna get again more exclusive content for that.
And they're
gonna
the
PlayStation.
Okay. And I mean they're gonna announce VR compatibility for that for sure.
Yeah, because the VR2 just came out. Hell yeah.
And they're gonna be like Resident Evil 4 now with a VR mode. Leon, don't look up my skirt. Leon, pervert. Leon is a pervert. He's like, whoa, dude. Whoa, you're the president's daughter? Word. You come to Spain a lot? Suck.
Then Ada just shows up and he immediately shifts. He's like, hey, hold on.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what you doing?
What's up, man?
What you doing?
It's a red dress, dude.
You want what from me? My life? That's fine.
Oh, just
come get
fucking want some bullets? So anyhow, that's a good one. My second one is they're gonna announce the Bloodborne remake or sequel.
Oh.
Yep, it's like that.
I hope they go straight to sequel. I think I'd let that one cook a little bit longer, right? Because Demon Souls was cool, but was it...
I don't think Bloodborne needs a remake.
Right?
It 100% does not need a remake.
Okay,
like,
then we agree.
I think Bloodborne 2 is what they should be doing if they're gonna do that. Because Bloodborne 1 is fine the way that it is, I think.
Right, and then who knows how long until a 2 comes out.
Yeah.
Like, it'd probably be on the next gen by then.
Next gen by then.
They
might also announce Elden Ring
2.0
DLC.
Oh.
Because, I mean, this game has a million storylines that are completely open-ended and
right.
up for interpretation, so they can make as many DLCs about this universe as they want. All right, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is we're out of nowhere getting a PlayStation 1 classic. Just like Sega did with the Genesis 2.
Oh, they're gonna do like the mini version.
Yeah,
with dual shock controller.
Yeah,
this time?
dual shock controls this time, but you only get one because that's the way, life is.
It's just the way it is.
It's just how it goes.
Yeah,
they're gonna be like, you already have 2 of the regular ones, just play with one of those.
Yeah, I could see that.
But that's my outlandish hope. I just want one. Any way to get more PlayStation 1 games in my possession, I want it.
Nice.
So.
My third one is more of just like a safe choice, I think. More of just like an actual prediction that they're going to announce some sort of like metaverse, VR, home thingy, interactive social network.
They're going to bring the home back.
They're going to bring the home back, dude.
Yeah.
They're going to bring the home back.
Like home.
Yeah, like from PlayStation 3.
4th edition for the 4th dimension. That's you speeding towards glory right there. Weird that the next Horizon game is a VR game.
It's weird that the last Horizon game came out and I didn't care.
I mean, I feel like that's definitely a franchise that either you really, really dig it or you don't know a whole lot about it.
That's what happened with me. Is I tried to play the first one several times, and it's like there's no reason except for the fact that it's an open world that I shouldn't like it, and I didn't not like it.
Yeah,
I was just like,
just couldn't hold your time or attention. I mean,
it couldn't hold my attention because the whole story is like, we are tribal people who keep finding secrets from the past. There's no way this is just an ancient civilization's AI that has taken over. It's like,
just a little predictable for you.
Just a little for like a 40-hour game. I'm like, that's like you could have.
It gets pretty crazy by the end of the second one. I didn't really see the ending of the first one.
They're like, I am a machine. I am the AI.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs.
But
robots.
I don't know. It's just also mainly because I feel like every time there is a sequel that's just a VR sequel, it doesn't feel like a true sequel.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, VR is a tech demo most of the time.
Yeah. Like it kind of pisses me off that there's so many of them that I want to play.
There's $550, though.
Yeah. And I'm not buying a VR.
I'm not going to buy a VR. I mean, look, I want one. If somebody was like, yo, here's your VR 2, I'd be like,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah. I would take that.
Hook it up.
One.
And I'd be playing it. I'd be like, Beat Saber.
Doom 3 would be... Oh, I don't think I could even play Doom 3. I don't think it's compatible with the VR 2.
Whoa, dude. Yeah, I do have the list of VR 2 compatible games, and Doom 3 is not one of them.
Yep.
Star Wars Tales from Galaxy Edge. Is that out already? Oh, these are launch games. Yeah, PR. Okay.
Oh.
Well, I want to play that Galaxy's Edge. That look cool. The Last Clockwind. The Last Clockwinder.
Intriguing. But yeah, damn. No Doom, huh?
Oh, well. No Doom.
Well, that's the only one I actually wanted to play. Balls.
Well, at least you can play Resident Evil Village again.
Yeah.
You betcha. You betcha.
I'm not gonna though.
I don't want that.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all.
Yeah.
It's a good one, but I don't. Man, knowing the story, I could not play through that game again.
True. Well, let us know what you think of the PS VR if you got one. Did you get a VR? Did you like it? You want the VR? You want the VR 2 again?
Again. This one's gonna be totally different.
This one's gonna be like a more high def.
Y'all, it's gonna be pretty sweet.
It's
the
gonna
controllers do look nice though.
Yeah, they do look. I'm glad that they're going towards that like Quest style controller.
Yeah.
Because using those stupid
the little squish balls
on the end of those were dumb. It was bad. And then they're like, you know what? Let's keep using those.
Yeah. Let's not update that design at all.
Let's keep using those.
Shoot. I mean,
You go, Sony.
They worked though. I mean, they worked pretty damn well, even on the PS3. All right, and on that note, official sign off.
Official sign off. Good night.